What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Classic Garage. Thanks for hanging out with me today. So today we're gonna install a CVT awning. Normally when I go out on trips, I like to take my beach canopy that I take the kids with to the beach. But this time we're gonna do something a little bit different. I wanted to have a little bit more room in the cabin, in the bed. So what we're gonna do is install this awning. CVT recently had a sale, so I picked up the 6.5 footer. I'm excited to get it on. I also picked up these new brackets from Cali Raised. So Cali Raised came out with new brackets that fit the Prinsu pretty well, and then should be able to mount into the back of here. So that'll give us some nice spots to mount this tray into. What else can I say? As you can see right now, I'm in the middle of just packing everything up and getting everything ready to go, because this is the final weekend before we take off. So I do have a little bit of an issue with mounting the brackets because I have two cases up there. So one of the brackets is going to go underneath the case, but I'm going to get that done and kind of show you what I did. So yeah, that should be it. I will say though too, where is it? The awning does come with its own brackets. Out of the way here. So let me just show you real quick. The awning does come with its own brackets. I mean, these are pretty good. They look pretty hefty. I just felt like I wanted to have two mounting points on the rack versus one. So what I might end up doing is actually using this and then both of those, and then kind of spread that through, kind of spread the load. But we'll see when we get there. Yeah, that should be it. We'll get you over to the truck. We'll get it mounted. All right, guys. So here is what I did up here. So you can see I have this bolted in right through here, and then the next two are actually inside the case. So now it's hammering down on the case and right here. And if you see, I've got a little bend in it right here, which is exactly what I want. I have a lot of wiring tucked up right here. So by putting it on this rack, it goes up, bypasses the wiring, and then it also gives it a little tilt in, which I want that. Sometimes when I look at them hung up, I hate that they kind of stick out so far. So this one will actually kind of tuck in just a little bit. Now, the caveat to that is, once this is all installed, it could potentially make getting into this case very, very difficult. But we're going to figure that out when we get to it. I'm going to get it on and see how hard it is to get into the case. And then depending on how hard this one is, I will put the case here that I use the least. So let's say I use tools less than recovery. I will move the case that's more difficult to get into the tools over here, and then move the recovery over there. But we'll see once I get this one up. And then, so you have an idea of why these brackets are so good. You see the slots, and you also have the channels here for the carriage bolts. And then once you get them in, you're able to kind of move and play around with this just a little bit. You do have to be careful here. So you want to make sure that the nuts are going to be offset, because you don't want to get into these slots. So let me set up the camera and we'll get this one done. All right, so I have the awning sitting on the bench. I got my nuts and bolts up there. And I tried to line the bolts up as best I could on the awning, but they're going to move around a little bit. So let's see if we can get this up there. So all I'm doing now is just lining up the holes. And then I want to get at least one on each one. Gonna get it screwed in till it hits that lock washer, and then same thing here. There we go. Get that lock washer in on the bottom. Perfect. I'm gonna get the back one now. The back one's gonna be a little tighter. I have the boxes in the way, so a nice ratcheting wrench here is gonna really come out good. All right. So at this point, it is just sitting there, not very tight at all. Reason being is from here, I don't have it on tight because at this point you can kind of adjust, right? How far and how back you want it to go. I don't like it like that far forward, not a fan, but I don't like it too far back either. I kind of want to stay somewhat on the cab lines. I like it there. Let me show you here from the side. And what I like the most about it too is if you see my Baja design lights, the scene pods still are going to be there and they're going to be able to, you know, shine down here if I want them. But from here, like if I push it, you know, to there, I just feel like it's a little too far forward. Which I guess that doesn't look terrible. Let me see if I can push it maybe just a little bit further back. There we go. Just like that. And you also have the option here, the brackets can slide, so you can go up or down. I kind of like it a little low. So at this point, I'm going to leave it like this. Yeah, I can't really see it from down. I'm going to leave it like this for now. I'm going to tighten up the bolts in the back. 13 ratcheting is your friend here, okay? Perfect. So I can already see that I can get into the case. It's a little tight, but I can get into it, which is why I left it on the lowest setting. The latches do move and close, which is nice. I can see that the locks, it's going to be a little difficult to get into the locks, so I might have to just stick the locks kind of pointing up on this case, which I don't really like that, but the other option is to move the case in a little bit, but we'll see. Let's open it up for the first time. So can you tell that was my first time opening one? It's such an overlander. So yeah, there we go. Look at it. Awesome. Whoops. Look at that. Very nice. So when I first opened it up, this pull came out. I thought maybe it wouldn't lock, but it looks like it's locking right now. I love it. It's a good amount of space. You can throw your tent. You can throw a table here to cook. So all right, so let's see how hard it is to get it put away. First time. All right, guys, there you have it. Mr. Not a Overlander. I don't know, that was like 5 minutes and I got it done. So, you guys need anything? Got any questions, any comments? Drop them down below. I'm hoping to get a bunch of good users in Utah. So, you guys be good out there. Stay safe.